It's the second day of hearings into the legality of Israel's 56-year occupation of Palestinian territory, and it's underway at the United Nations highest court. After Palestine put forward its case on Monday, 51 other countries are presenting their arguments over the rest of the week. The representative of South Africa compared the Israeli occupation to apartheid. He said the ICJ's hearings could help bring an end to a system of racial oppression that had no place in the modern world.
South Africa cannot overstate the significance of this advisory opinion for the Palestinian people, more especially the legal characterization of the situation of occupation and the imposition of the system of racial oppression and apartheid, which have unconscionably been permitted to continue for far too long. The occupation alone has persisted for 56 years. As the UN Special Rapporteur on the occupied Palestinian territories explained in 2022, the occupation by Israel has been conducted in profound defiance of international law and hundreds of United Nations resolutions, with scant pushback from the international community. Consequently, Mr. President, that defiance by Israel has already led to the killing of tens of thousands of Palestinians, including an estimated 30,000 killed in the past 4 months alone. These are not mere statistics, Mr. President. They are flesh and blood of the Palestinian people.
Saudi Arabia's ambassador to the Netherlands said Israel's behaviour towards the Palestinians had no justification. He said they were being treated like objects that could be thrown away.
Israel defends this obscene brutality as the necessary price for defeating Hamas. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia firmly rejects this twisted logic. Israel's actions in laying waste to the Gaza Strip, killing and maiming tens of thousands of innocent civilians, depriving them of food, water and the basic means of survival, while displacing virtually the entire population of the 2.3 million people are not justified under any circumstances. Israel's actions have severely dehumanized the Palestinian population, treating them as dispensable objects rather than human beings. These disgraceful acts, which have brought about formal accusation before this esteemed court that Israel is committing genocide against the Palestinian population.
Let's join Steph Vasson outside the International Court of Justice, who's been following the day's events. Hi, Steph. Obviously, many highlights, but some very strong points made by Saudi Arabia and South Africa.
Well, the second day of this landmark case at the Peace Palace in The Hague is just wrapping up. And if I can say, you know, the 10 countries that we heard were very much agreeing. We heard some very, very strong statements here in this building accusing Israel, and they were all agreeing that this occupation of the Palestinian territories is simply unlawful. And the countries have been brought forward also things like colonial apartheid system, a second-class citizen, some really harsh words against the treatment of the Palestinian people, saying also that this occupation has to stop, these settlements have to be dismantled, and there has to be reparations paid to the Palestinian people for their suffering. And we heard also countries like the Netherlands and Belgium, who have had very strong ties and still have very strong ties with Israel, also condemning Israel and really stressing the right of the self-determination for the Palestinian people. So all in all, a very strong statement coming here from the International Court of Justice.
And of course, Steph, you know, despite statements, what this is a court, and it requires legal argument as well. And that's very specific when it comes to the term of occupation, which you've just mentioned. And it's that very occupation that's actually in the dock right now.
Absolutely. What the word occupation, right? The whole debate is about, is this a permanent occupation? Basically, a permanent occupation is simply annexation. And Israel has long argued that this is a temporary. But we heard legal experts saying there's no way that this is temporary because it's already happening for 57 years. And there's also no intention of Israel to stop it. And Israeli officials have also made very clear that they have no intention to leave these territories, and they also have no intention for a Palestinian state. We have to stress, though, that this is a case which will provide an advisory opinion from the International Court of Justice to the UN General Assembly. So it's a non-binding advisory opinion, but still, the conclusion of the court, which we only expect in a few months from now, will definitely have a serious impact on the international perception and also the status and the image of Israel. It has a strong moral authority, so to say.
Step Wassenaar for us at The Hague. Thank you.